Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. Want to wish everybody out there a happy Valentine's Day. Okay, so as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. But first of all, we're going to look at the big oil ETF, XLE, and Comstock Resources, CRK, a natty gas play. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have the XLE. Now, this is the big oil ETF, and I think it's going to do pretty good this year, okay? You can see here what we had this nice double bottom situation going on here, okay? Very nice. It rallied right on up, and now she's coming on down. Now we're putting in a nice series of higher lows and higher highs very, very nicely. Okay, let's take a look at the upside here first, okay? So what we want to watch is today's high. That's that 91.33 level. And then we're going to come right up top of this candle here at 91.85. Then we can come up the top of it here. You look at 92.71. We come up here, 93.30. And then you have your retest there at 94.29. Now, I've showed you this many times, but the reason I like the XLE, first of all, it pays about a 3.5% dividend, but it has all the big stuff in it. Your Exxon, your Mobil, Chevron, you name it, it's all in here. And it's like a one-stop shopping kind of a situation, which is instead of buying, oh, I'm just going to buy Exxon or I'm going to buy Chevron, it's a full basket. So if one or two, don't work out, you're not going to get hammered. That's the beauty of it. Plus, I say it does pay that dividend. Okay, so if we can crack above this candle here, that's at 91.85. Then we got a good shot at that retest at 94.29. Now we got to see what's going to happen here. If it does get into this area, what is the reaction going to be? If it does say, okay, it's going to smack up here, well, then we have a nice target up here all the way at the 97.92 level. Okay. Now downside, you can see it's the price right now is above all the key support levels here. Okay. So you got your 90.49 sitting there. We got your 200-day. You're sitting at 90.43. Okay. So basically 90.50 is everything is sitting right there. Now we have this 8-day that crossed over nicely, 89.84, and then we have that 50-day at 89.09. So all your support levels are sitting right here. Now, again, if that is lost, then we'll just come down to the bottom of yesterday's candle. That's at 88.32, and then we'll come down to the bottom here, 88.09, and then we just keep on following it down, 87.63, and then 86.83 is your big retest. But I think this is going to be a good one here. This drill, baby, drill here, it sounds really good here. But what they're doing is a lot of these oil companies are laying off. They're tightening up their companies, and they're finding ways and easier ways of making the money. That's the beauty of it. And so I think XLE could be a really good trade. Now, RSI, you're sitting at 53. Then we said here, well, you're sitting there just pretty much flatline. Now, I always buy the XLE. I've been trading this for years. I buy this. I buy the gasoline ETF, UGA, and then obviously crude oil going into the summer driving kind of a season. Okay, so this might be a good play for you. Okay, now CRK, Comstock Resources. The one reason I like this is Jerry Jones from the Dallas Cowboys owns 87% of this. Okay, and you know what, old Jerry, he's not going to let anything happen on the downside. Okay, now this here is a big natural gas play. They do oil, but they also do a lot of the natural gas, which is really big in favor. Okay, so keep your eye on this one. I've been trading this one here for years, and this is a really good one. You can see how we had that nice run all the way on up here. Okay, we have the pullback, but now we're above that 50-day, and we're above that 8-day. Okay, so this is going to be your key support, that 18.11. Okay, that's at 8-day, and then we have that 18.05. That's going to be very, very critical. If that is lost here, we can come down to the bottom here, 17.51, but we're really looking at that 17.15. That's going to be the retest. Now, upside, well, we're going to be watching for that 21-day and what the reaction to the 21-day is. But what I want to show you, if you can get above that, we have this gap and this fill. Okay, so the top of this gap here is 1988. And then we look to the bottom there at 2036. Your gap and your fill, just like when I showed you that Tesla stock, you know how one goes right through there. It's like a magnet to a fridge. Okay, so there's your gap and your fill, but we got to get above that 21-day, and then we can come all the way up here to your 2206. That is going to be your big retest here. But as long as we're holding this 50-day here and this 8-day, this is looking very, very good. Now, we're looking over here at 50. You got plenty of room here to run, and this green is below the red here, but looks like it wants to curl up here. We're not at the top situation. See how we had all the way on the top? Then when it curled over, then she went on down. But no, see how it is? It's just rolling right on here. So if you like to trade natural gas, this is actually a very, very good one. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin daily and your weekly chart. Okay, so what do we have going on here? Well, let me just see if I can just just big that up a little bit there for you. Okay, so this 8-day here is everything. Now you can see how the 8-day crossed down, but now it looks like here, see how it's flattening out nicely? Just like what it did here, starting to flatten out, and then rolls up here, and eventually it crossed back over that 21. Now, what we're waiting for here on Bitcoin, so don't get excited, we just have a little bit watching paint dry here, okay? I understand that, but you also have a declining wedge bull flag situation going on here, okay? So what we're looking for is a catalyst. Once we get that catalyst, I think she rips much, much higher. So far today, we have that inside day, but we're just above this 8-day at that 97,168. Now, the next level of resistance is going to be right here. You're going to be looking at 98,295, and then we'll come up here at 98,440. Then we're going to be running right into that 50-day at 99,406. That's going to be very, very key. You need to get above that. Then we can head for this 21-day at 100,772. Big numbers, eh? Okay, that's the 21-day. Now, we get above that, then we can just start ripping all the way on up here until we get to these levels here. See where we come off the top of this candle, take that line right across. See, this is all that resistance level. So that's going to be very, very strong. But you have to get above that 50-day and that 21-day. Now, downside, we have to maintain this 8. Okay, that 97,173. Then we'll look here to today's low. You're looking at 96,440. Yesterday's low, 95,370. And then this is going to be a key candle here at that 94,285 level. Okay, if that's lost here, we go to the left here, but realistically, you're probably going to go right down to that price channel at 91,455. And then that would negate that bull flag pattern. But again, it might be a good buying opportunity here. Let's see how it shakes out. But again, I understand this is nothing but just watching paint dry here, but you can get the scalps going in there. Now, IBIT, that's the one I scalp on alongside. You had a 54.94 on the bottom, 55.61 there on the top. Okay, you got a good range. Okay, you got a really good range of trading. Okay, so that's the key is so I trade 5,000 shares of it. So if you make 20 cents one time, 25 cents the other time, 10 cents another time, you got a good day going there. Okay, so always just we watch this. This is a trader's market here until we start closing above that 50-day, 21-day. Then we can go balls out until we hit all the way up in here. Okay, we cross up here that 110 level, then you're going to go 115, 117 with no problem. Okay. On a weekly chart here, you can see here just the sideways action kind of a situation. Let me bigger up here a little bit for you. Okay, see, the key is going to be this 8-day. Okay, you got to get and close above that 99,576. So far we have this, what they call just an inside week. Okay, this is Friday. So unless it breaks down or breaks up here, this is just another inside week here, which is good. It's not that downside situation. So let's just see how this all shakes out. We're just looking for a catalyst. And I think once we get it, I think this is going to rip much, much higher. Okay, let's take a look at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the Okrutski, there we have natty gas. Now you can see here where I pointed out this morning here, we had to watching that 100 SMA, that 71.39. Now you can see where it got above that and it got above the 8-day, but you notice it couldn't hold it, okay? See, this is why I have the short on, okay? SCO, that's what I got for a short ski, okay? And then I just scalped the long until, I mean, if it starts breaking out, then that short is gone, then I just go all long. But right now here, I just don't have a whole lot of confidence where this is going to go up a lot higher. I just think you're going to go sideways here to down kind of a situation. Now, again, what you want to watch on the upside is we want to watch that 100-day, 71.39, and we want to watch that 8-day at 71.50. Now, as the day progresses, that 8-day is going to probably end up crossing over that 100-day, and that's going to force that price right on down. But if it goes up higher, then obviously you look at today's high, that's at 72.02, and then 72.32, that's going to be big resistance is that 50-day, and then we have your 21-day, which is rolling over, and then we have your 200-day right here at 74.21. Okay, so this is ass ugly chart. I got to be honest with you. This is shit. Okay, this is just chop city. You're just taking little scalps. I mean, either blast that son of a bitch up or blast it down, one or the other. But man, it just is like a whole lot of nothing burger going on here. Okay, so downside, just watch this low, that's 70.66, and then watch yesterday's low, that's 70.22. That's going to be very, very key. Now, if that's lost here, then all we do is we just go right to the left of the chart here. The next level is going to be that 70.12, and then we've got 69.33. Then we're going to come all the way down here, 68.42, and then 66.98 level down there. So there's a lot really that can go right to the downside very, very easily. You're sitting at 42. That's nowhere near oversold. Same way with here, we could be riding at bottom just like we did this kind of situation. But it's just a chop city. The whole if you look at everything, look at this. See this? I mean, yes, there's a lot of for trades. but it just chop city. There's not no really nice, no smooth. Okay, like look at natural gas here. See how nice it held that 21 day and it moved right up nicely? But you just don't have that here. It's just absolute chop city. So trade this. This is not a buy and hold. This is a trade. Okay, natty gas, getting some life to it. Even though this is an inside day, okay, your high and low is the inside of the previous day, it's still a nice green candle. Now, UNG, really good scalp there today, okay? So you had that a low, what do we have there? A low of, 1960, and you have 1988 up on the target side. So you had a pretty good scalping here with the UNG here. Now, again, nothing to write home about, but, not bad. Okay. So what we want to watch here is we want to watch yesterday's high. That's going to be key, 3.78. So when we come over to this candle here, that's when it opened up at 3.78. That was resistance. Now the next level is going to be that 8.2, the top of that candle, then 8.6, the bottom there, and then 9.1, 4.0, and then 4.05. Okay, so that is your upside. Right now we have a nice good uprising here. We've got to see if that all shakes out. But downside, as long as you hold this 21 day, 3.56, that key level, 3.54, and that 8-day, 3.59, this is going to be sideways to up. Very, very easy. When you get below that 8-day, it's sideways to down. Okay, so very, very simple. Now, you have a nice good cross here, momentum to the upside. This has plenty of room to run. So this could actually, stair step right on up here, maybe even to that 4.05 level very, very easily. Okay, that's what I got for you. Now, remember, this is a trader's market, okay? So eventually you're going to have a sell-off here. So always just remember that, okay? So this is a trader's market, okay? So don't be afraid to trade both ways. So if you say you're just a long trader, then be patient. Let the trade come to you. If you're a short trader, the same thing. Just let the trade come to you, okay? So never force anything. Let it come to you. And remember, consistent money. That's the key. You start on Monday. By the time you get to Friday, you say, holy shit, look at a pile of cash I have here. Okay, now remember, NVIDIA's numbers are coming out there on the 26th. That Kava, it's coming off a little bit here, but it might be a good buying opportunity. I've been just trading Kava. That's that Mediterranean restaurant. That's coming out there on the 24th. So we got a lot of good trades here coming up. But once the earnings are done, we got to watch out and see. We might have a good sell-off here, see? So pay attention and be patient. All right, trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.